Okay, so I would like to start with the Prof by John Lilly, that he said that all is fair in love and war. And here in Macbeth, we can see that Macbeth, the character protagonist, has done with all fair in ambitions, own ambitions. Slides it now moving. Next arrow I am doing. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Open with all slides. Okay, now I put the main characters of the Macbeth. Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Macduff, Three Witches, Malcolm, Banquo, and King Duncan, who has played a role to make dynamic the play. And this is the points I will discuss in my presentation. Banquo as a loyal person, less ambitious than Macbeth. Here, this point for the character of Banquo, painted with positive light, ghost scene of Banquo, how Banquo is foiled to Macbeth, and opposite personalities. Banquo as a loyal. Banquo for the King Duncan, we can see from this very starting point of the play Macbeth that Banquo and our protagonist Macbeth, they both are as important as to King Duncan. Here I mention the qualities of the Banquo, that kind, caring, loyal, trustworthy, brave, and noble general. I pointed out his character that not dynamic, though presence worthy. Um, I, we can say that his presence can make uh, consideration for his own character in play, then less ambitious than Macbeth. They both were as important, but this Banquo is less ambitious than the Macbeth. Uh, Macbeth is Banquo is Macbeth's best friend, and the witches promise him that he descendants. They both were met the three witches in a same platform, but how they react to the incident of three witches, that is very important in this uh, play. Then Shakespeare painted with positive light. Uh, at the comparison of Banquo's character and the Macbeth character, we can say that Macbeth, he somewhere Shakespeare's did the negative, or the we can say that yeah, negative perspective he had put for the Macbeth. It's the comparison of the character of Banquo. Shakespeare used to put the character like Banquo in his work to paint such kind of positivity against the protagonist. We will see in the next slide that how to foil the character of protagonist. Then the very important scene of the play, that ghost scene of Banquo. It is Banquo's ghost and not Duncan's that haunts Macbeth. In addition to embodying Macbeth's guilt for killing Banquo, the ghost also reminds Macbeth that he did not emulate Banquo's reaction to the witch's prophecies. As I told you, that how they are react, they both were in a same platform, but how they are react very differently, that is considerable. How Banquo is a foil to Macbeth. This is the very important point to cover, that a foil's person in literature is to provide contrast and advance the protagonist character. As if Shakespeare wants to paint the Macbeth's character more ambitious, then he had to paint the Banquo's character like this, in a way that spurs the protagonist into action in Shakespeare's Macbeth. Shakespeare shows how Banquo is a direct foil to Macbeth and how Banquo's presence in the play also develop Macbeth's character. Throughout the play, Macbeth and Banquo characters are contrasted to many different occasions. For example, the witches' prophecies, as I told, and how they both react to them. Their specific character traits, and lastly, the relationship and how to degrades throughout the play. Shakespeare presents these two characters as complete opposites, which gives the audience a chance to connect with Macbeth as his character advances through the plot and inner character. To make the Macbeth's character dynamic, he had to put this type of character, opposite personalities. We can see in the play that Macbeth and Banquo are the armies of the King Duncan. But very different personalities. According to some critics, Shakespeare tried to portray good and evil, the sides of the King Duncans, by his strength. Okay, this is my resource, and thank you.